Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday here, August 17th, new week. How we doing? Chris King, Solaris NQ. Good morning. Good morning, Raymond. How we doing? We're back out of here, just getting everything kind of situated for the stream, getting all the accounts ready, just in case we find any potential trades. Monday London session. We'll have to see what happens here. I don't know if I'm expecting too much. We do have this little C2 that did form here, which is one thing I'm watching for quite intensively, the fact that we did form a C2. So watching for the new candle 3 here could give me a really solid short signature here as we approach the 315 open. So actively right now, I'm kind of watching to see if we can grab some potential shorts. We do have some decent draws at these lows here we could probably take as well. So just looking, just going to play relatively patient here and see if we can actually frame a really nice 1 minute entry here. And if not, well, we'll just see what happens, eh? But good morning, everybody. Hello, good morning. What's up, Sue? Slow swim, morning, morning. Dre, what's up? How we doing? Good morning, folks. Just getting everything situated. Toss it better. All right. Live now. Just getting the live nows posted as well. 1 minute here forming a really nice sequence. We actually did form a continuation within candle two sequence right here upon the 309 or the 310 closure. So pretty solid move here, but I am liking the fact that as we approach the 315 open, we do have some decent imbalances to pull into, but I do think that there's also the chance we'll just see this completely hit our draw before we even get the chance to see it. So that's what I'm watching for right now, guys. We'll see what happens, eh? But it's now already making its way to our draw relatively quickly here, which is a little unfortunate for us, but we'll see. Literally within the start here, yeah, we've already moved about 20 points. So it looks like our draw might actually get taken out beforehand. It would be a 5 minute FEG too. Yeah, exactly. It would be a 5 minute FEG, which is really, really nice for us. So a couple places for us to target here, especially on the 15 minute. We have some decent 15 minute pivots we can use. And some 15 minute gaps. Like we have this nice 15 minute unfilled gap I could definitely see us tracing our way into as well here. So just gonna mark all these out here, see if we can add all framework something for a potential trade setup. But the 1 minute's already just sending lower here. So I'm a little annoyed since I wanted to see at least see a retrace into this large imbalance here and then give us a continuation sequence lower. But we might even just tag the draw before that happens. So, which it's looking like we're just about to do that. All right. Well, all right. Hello, morning. What's up, Just? How we doing? About the shorts at three, I did not. I just hopped on the charts. I just hopped on the charts. I would have loved to grab these shorts at three because that was a decent accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So now I'm honestly going to see if I can take continuations into this 15-minute gap. But by the looks of it, I think we're just going to keep selling with limited retrace now. So just hit TP, Justin. They were very clean. They were very, very clean. That's going to be our 2 a.m. draw as well, which is the current, not current lows, but getting close there. All right, new 15-minute open here. So I want to see if we can retrace into any of these 1 minute gaps here. Use these 1 minute gaps as a retracement leg to then see a continuation sequence lower. Hopefully not see an immediate sell and instead see a 15-minute gap form or a 15-minute wick form would be ideal. But at this point now, I think we're just, yep, there it goes. Damn, dude. Of course, I get off late a bit from stream here, and then immediately market has just hit my draws. Yes, sir. Recently moved to trading the London session over New York. Same model entry process, and man, I've been getting cooked. Dude, London's been really bad recently, Jordan. On 3 a.m., 3 a.m., the good entry would have been this. Oh, and there goes the 15-minute, dude. Fucking, I'll look at that 10-point sell off already. There goes both my draws. Damn it, dude. Well, now I think targeting out these 1 a.m. lows here, not too shabby. Mark out this draw. I want to see if we can tag anything here, but dude, I just want to see no 15-minute. We literally almost formed a doubles wick here on the 15-minute. That is ridiculous. Yeah, London's been really bad recently, so you're definitely not going to find the most beautiful price action. London's been a pretty terrible session recently. All right, we'll see what happens at this 15-minute gap. Watching and waiting. I think we're gonna get a continuation opportunity here. I just don't like that the EQ of the previous 15 minute is so high because the continuation sequence would be lower probability right now. Yeah, a good entry at the 3 a.m. would have been either the 302 after the C2 confirmed or even the 306 here when we tapped into that 1 minute gap and then confirmed a C2 continuation. Those would have both been great entries. All right, well, micro 1 minute gap here. We've already swept out that relevant draw. Give me some to work with here, NQ, because I really want to see if we can get some continuation, but I guess it's just going to keep rocketeering lower. Took the 306, led you back in UK. Yes, I am. Took the 306, very nice too. Yeah, the 306 would have been exactly what I would have taken here. 306, much higher probability. You see limited buy side reaction, big sell side reaction as well. 3R up today. There you go. Sue's killing it, man. Oh, geez. All right. Well, let's see if we get a retrace in this 1 minute gap. We're also rejecting off the 15 minute gap, but here's a micro 1 minute. I want to see if we can get any movement from as well. Okay, better. Could you explain IB, the initial balance? Arian, it's not, I mean, IB, it's the initial balance. It's the initial range that forms upon the open of a session. So like New York, the first 15 minute or 60 minute range, or London session, first 15 minute, 30 minute, or 60 minute range. You can customize it how you want. I don't trade IB though, so it's not my wheelhouse, brother. Due to changing circumstances, I've had to trade London. I was max funded on Top Step and now just have 3 accounts left. Well, yeah, Jordan. So you can't trade New York at all? I think there's a chance we might invalidate this 1 minute gap here. I'm just gonna watch to see if we see any tag retracements here, because like an example here is if we get a 1 minute closure, this would be a decent signature. If we confirm that for 1.5R, I would just take a small entry on that. But we might reject that entirely because we have this 15 minute gap, but also we have all this EQ to pull higher and tag into a higher gap before tracing a C3 continuation. An example here too, like we have a big 3 minute gap that we can trace into, maybe even do a 3 minute continuation. But it's going to be all dependent on how market decides to move here. But here we're actually forming, I might actually get in on this. I might take this light size, just take one trade during London here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put my limits in. I'm gonna put actually, if we fail closure, never mind. That's failed closure. Psych. No limits in. That's failed closure. So no trade entry for me there. Even on MNQ, it's a failed closure. So nada for me right now. I'm gonna watch to see if we get a closure confirmation below. No closure confirmation, no trade. Simple. It's simple, really. MNQ showcasing a much cleaner chart here. MNQ is already below the 60. So if you guys see that this chart looks whack, MNQ is showcasing the true move here. So I would likely take an MNQ continuation short here. Just letting you know. Off that 1 minute gap. Yeah. So if we confirm this 1 minute here, I'm just going to take this decently light size though. But just take this for like a 1.5, very small trade. Might even take it actually 2R since it's such a small trade. I'll do 2R on that. All right, we'll see. Limits are in on this. All right, see what happens. Talk it better, tell the truth. All right, see if my MNQ limit gets filled. All right, there goes limit there. Limit just got tagged there on the big boy top step. I'm just trading my top steps on this. But yeah, the only thing I don't like is the fact that EQ is so high, so we could see an invalidation of this. Hence why we're keeping this very light size. I've got 5 micros, $65 of risk on this. Like, if I lose 65 bucks, dude, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna flip my shit. Because there is a chance because of this EQ all the way up here that we just completely invalidate this move and just head higher, trace higher into the EQ into these like 1 minute or 3 minute gaps first, and then confirm as a signature lower. So realistically, probably shouldn't have taken this just because it is lower probability with that EQ in mind. But whatever. I think I'm about to take a quick $65 loss here. Unless that protected high miraculously holds, which it has right now for some reason. Don't know if it will, but we'll see. I'll take out like three at 1.5 if that hits, but I think we're likely gonna get tagged on this, guys. I should have watched for a higher retrace into EQ first. Readjusting to the charts. I didn't trade all last week, all second half of last week, so gotta get my bearings right again there. But I got the standard 5 from Blue Guardian. Great accounts, great rec. Yeah, of course, brother. Anytime. Glad. Yeah, I made that little Twitter forum, and like, yeah, right, there goes the stop out. Yeah, that was that $65 stop out. I think we'll survive, but I should have watched for a higher retrace into the EQ or at least this 3 minute gap here because that was pretty stupid. Look, we have all this range here for the EQ to form a wick, so this new C3 is gonna want to form a wick first. So no bueno. Likely look for a 3 minute continuation then lower, but that's a tag out. All good. We move on to the next. We suffice. Great, right? Yeah, Justin, I did that. I posted that tweets just kind of getting everybody situated with markets and like, yeah, I posted affiliate codes and whatever, but like I had so many people give me hate for that tweet. And I was like, dude, I'm just posting accounts that I genuinely enjoy trading on. Like it wasn't, it wasn't a bad blood situation. All right, that's a tag out here on those ones. I literally told you guys I was watching a CEQ. I don't know why I took that. Kind of a stupid trade on my end, but that's all right. $65 loss. I think we'll cope. I don't like shorts and bullish when yeah, Anthony, that's why I mean I just should have watched for a cleaner move higher into that EQ first before even tagging that. That was really stupid on my end here, just being honest. Tie this out by literally a point here, but yeah, I'm likely just gonna look for might even just watch for a C3 on the 30 minute now because we've got a much bigger 30 minute 3 minute gap here that could form. So we get that confirmation. Because now it just looks like it's the 3 minute chasing 1 minute stops. So likely wait for that now at the 3:30. Do you ever use Midnight Open? I do, Josh. I do. I do actually quite enjoy the Midnight Open data and metrics as well. Wow, stopped out by about a point there on the 1 minute. Now we're getting that confirmation. That 1 minute gap is holding, so a little unfortunate here, but likely wait for the 3:30 now, see what happens, because this is slow. Hope everyone's doing great. Cyber stuff, what's up, dude? Doing good. How about yourself? Bonjour, bonjour. I like it for higher payouts and they're pretty cheap. Yeah, Justin. Hope you use the code, brother. Hope you use the code. Well, this is unfortunate. Like we got stopped out by a point. We got stopped out by exactly 1 point here on that protected high. That's quite funny. I still think 3 minute. I mean, now it's just watch the new 30 minute open. When would long positions be an option for you? I mean, right now, if you look at the hourly profile, right, we have this large hourly gap that we're tagging into. So if we respect this hourly gap, I think London session into this hourly gap and then see a massive reject off of that into the New York session means that we'll see New York buy higher. That's my personal take. Watch for New York session to buy higher. I can better tell the truth. Okay, well, I guess it's a wait for the new 30-minute open. Jeez Louise. That's going to confirm another 1 minute continuation. Look at this. We got stopped out by literally less than a point. And now it's already, that was our 1.5 hour that just hit. So yeah, we got stopped out by exactly 1 point. And now that's the continuation going to hit. Me too. Yeah, fair enough. New week opening gap is draw. Yeah, new weekly opening gaps are major draws you can use. 100%. There's a tag in that hourly gap encroachment here. So I think we're going to see this new 30-minute open trace into this 3 minute gap here. Then we could definitely trade a C3 continuation off the 30-minute, off the new 30-minute. Because look, see now that 1 minute major invalidation off the hourly gap here. We could very well also just reject off this hourly gap, and that's it here. Like this is the long, you know? Very feasible as well, eh? All right, like we're gonna see, there's a tag in that 3 minute gap now. So I'm gonna watch for the 3:30 open now, see if something forms here. That's gonna be my next window here is watching for that 3:30 open. On evals, what size are you trading? Well, right now I literally took $65 of risk on that loss that I took. I took 5 micros on it just because I knew it was lower probability. Just wanted to see if we would see an aggressive move lower. But yeah, typically if it's a non-buffer account, I'll do 250 to $350 of risk per trade on evals and then on fundeds as well. And after I build the buffer, depending on how big it is, then I'll typically start to sizing heavier. NQ and MNQ are moving different. Yeah, I know, right? Way different. Look at this. Disgusting. Well, luckily we are tagging well into this gap now, though. So I do like that this 3 minute gap is getting tapped into. Gives me more confidence to look for potential shorts off that. Big boss Lair, what's up, Dre's? Dre's, I saw your DM by the way, but I'll respond to you after the stream, boss man. Yeah, nice 3 minute top here. Talk it, but I tell the truth. And this could very well be because we're also in an hourly gap, as I mentioned. So this could very well be just be a long signature off the hourly gap. We invalidate the shorts entirely, right? Like this very well could be the case here. Yeah, there's a potential divergence. Yeah, we have a 3 minute, 30 minute divergence here as well. Yeah, there's the new 30 minute open as well. We'll see if something frames here. If not, then honestly, potential longs off that would be the next cake. Yeah, we do have a divergence here as well. Yes. And then Q and Q being the leading SMT here in this divergence series. It's almost tempting to long that off the hourly gap now, but now I'd rather play the continuation. But like realistically, guys, realistically, that is a long signature that formed. That's an SMT confirmation with the C2 here. We confirmed the change in state of delivery off the C2. So all that is just a long at it with SMT. Now we just wait. How's doing, Big Boss? Doing good, dude. I mean, Q took that low and then Q not. Yeah, I know. It's quite whack. Long to 357. Yeah, it's not too shabby. It really depends on how this 3 minute gap holds, because this is a 3 minute gap hold. We can totally invalidate this C2. Just gotta be careful, man. Yeah, see, this 3 minute gap holds. This we could very well see this invalidate the C2 and also just inverse this hourly gap. Very, very feasible. How can pass eval in a week? Find a good entry model, wait just for that one entry model to form, size in a little heavier on that entry model. That's it. Yeah, I want to see continuation shorts off that as well. But if this 3 minute gap, if we inverse this 3 minute gap, it's going to be invalidation shorts for me. I want to see a 3 minute gap reject aggressively. No aggressive reject. We're going to see buyers are stepping in here. See, this is what I don't like. We're tagging into the EQ though, so unless it becomes a failed inversion, then that's not too shabby there as well. Good morning, Leo. Question. Have you ever had days where you can't seem to get a good read on the markets? Then what do you do on such days? I close the charts. I just don't trade. There's many days where I don't have a good read on the charts. This is what I was worried about. This is what I wanted originally, though, this move to the EQ. Just get off the charts. You can pass even on one day, depends on how much money you have. Yeah, it depends on the money you have exactly and how much risk you want to throw on. Yeah. So this is like an invalidation here of these shorts for me. I think the hourly gap encroachment's gonna hold. So now it's gonna be a matter of playing 'cause that would have probably formed a C2 there, yeah. Okay. Well, now we just watch this baby move higher likely. Yeah, that's gonna definitely move higher into the EQ. How many trades do you average per week? It depends, trades. Some weeks a little more, like if my entry signature is clearly working well, like continuations are playing, then I'll trade like 3 to 5 trades a day. But on average, I'd say about 2 to 3. If I don't stream London session, most of the time I don't trade London session right now because it hasn't been the most probable for me. So instead I won't trade London, I'll trade New York and then I'll take 1 to 2 trades during New York session. But if I'm doing London like with you guys, I'll take micro trades, like 5 micros, maybe 10 micros because the volatility is a lot lower. And then I'll trade New York, which brings my trade count up to like 4 or 5, maybe 6 even. Yeah, so that was the C2. Was the C2 forming here? Market was clearly ready to move. That S&T low there, targeted 2 hour. That's definitely going to continue higher. Yeah, off the hourly gap too. I can't lie, that was pretty freaking clean. That was very clean. On the 1 minute as well, that formed a nice 1 minute C2. MNQ swept that out as well. So that's a very solid trade. Honestly, should have probably looked for these as well. That's the 1.5 R that had been tagged out. Just now tagged out. Yeah, very solid. All right, well now we just wait. Don't touch Asia, dude. It's like 1 a.m. for me when I don't trade Asia because I'm trying to sleep, bro. Yeah, because I would share Asia trades when I'm in the West Coast because I can trade Asia on the West Coast. But I'm abroad right now in Europe. So it's like 2 a.m. for me when Asia opens. 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. So I just am not trying to get involved at all. When do you have time? Check Discord DMs, please. Thanks, Gotchi Cyber. Wow. Can't lie, guys. That was a nice C2. I probably should just taken that just light size just to try it out. But now we can watch at least for 4 a.m. or watch for a 1 minute, 15 minute. Because look at this. Formed a C2 here as well. Because the 3 minute gap's no longer valid. So might as well just see if we can play out watch the new 15 minute open at 3:45 and trade that. It's bearish, but it looks bullish. I mean, we did tag an hourly gap and we have an SMT at the hourly gap as well. So And then where's check Discord? What's your Discord, Cyber? Yeah, it looks very bullish now. Look at this. We're heading all the way back up. There is a massive. Okay, I don't know why it's saying that. Yeah, like technically, yeah, that's the C2. The C2 would be here with the S. I would confirm it with the Sisti here at this SMT. Wow. Okay. Well, longs were indeed the play, guys. Longs were indeed the play. Jeepers nuts, man. That is it's just a rocketeer. I honestly I really should have considered that 3 minute. Nice SMT there, failed sweep, V-shape recovery, inverse the 3 minute gap. Like there was a lot of criteria there showcasing a decent leg higher. I got you, dog. Oh my God, it's about the parrot. Yeah, I got you. I'll respond after the stream. All right, well, now I'm honestly just gonna watch this see the 345 open because we've got this humongous 1 minute gap now. All right, so watching for the 345 now. 345 open here in about 6 minutes. I'm going to watch to see if we retrace into this 1 minute gap. Give me some type of a continuation here because I do think now off this hourly gap looks really solid. How can we confirm trading C2 direct? I mean, depends. You can do breaker, change in state of delivery. You can also do SMT confirmation with the SIST closure as well. Do you need daily bias? Always, dog. Daily bias helps you read the storyline. Smaller time frame is just inputting yourself as a character within a story. That's the way you have to look at higher time frame context. Talk it, but I tell it true. All right. Now we're seeing both sides slow down here too, so I'm watching for that new 15-minute open. Talk it, but I tell it true. When he said goodbye, da-da-da. Wow, we are slowing down here, guys. That's the 41 here. Not a lot of action. Can't lie, we totally missed those longs, man. And then GC here formed a really nice C2. C2 confirmed, but that didn't even confirm the C2 all the way here. Okay, well, interesting. That's not the PA I want to be seeing if I'm looking for a continuation, by the way, in case you were wondering. Eesh. How's everybody doing though? How was the weekend for everybody? Did we all hanging out there? We're having a good time, mentally sane. What was the verdict from everybody? How did we all do? All right, now I mean all I can do now is watch the 345. Shorts are not in play. Longs would have to be the next in play here. There's not much I can do when there's markets aren't that presentable with that. Only back tested 900 trades this weekend. Jesus Christ. On what? Continuations, Dre's, or which one? Or Alex's model? What was the verdict for you, brother? Um, yeah, there goes 45 is coming in close here. Okay, 45 opened about a minute and a half here. I'm just watching this. Uh, Dre's testing different but stuff, mostly continuations, a bit of IFEGs. What was the verdict for you? How'd that play out for you? How'd those continuation back testing, how'd that play out? Has anybody else been having issues loading the Lucid dashboard? Mine just says stuck on loading for like 9,000 years. Like genuinely 9,000 years. It's crazy. Even though I enabled 2FA and stuff too. Leo, you on in New York? What do you Yeah, I'm on in New York, yeah. And day trading off 812 to 912 range. Yeah, that's the IB range. Very nice. Very, very nice. Also, guys, that we micro tagged into that 3 minute gap there. So I'm seeing if we can see some type of a confirmation sequence higher. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. So we see that we just, oh my God, the misses. Dude, I love the misses, man. She just made me croissant with jam and clotted cream, dude. Life is good, bro. Life sure is sweet, isn't it? Same, yeah. Yeah, it happens sometimes just clear it, yeah. I had to clear cache. Yeah, it's so weird. It's the first time I've had it happen. I'll need to do it again. So it works in my phone and everything. Also, like technically confirming, technically confirming a continuation off this, but at what cost? It's such a micro move into that gap. I'm almost not interested in taking it because it's such a micro. But I'm tagging this again, light size on that. It's such a micro tap into this FEG, but I'm just trying that out there for those of you wondering. So that limit to get it's a 5 micro to be on my risk on this is $57.50, guys. So we're just trying this again here. Like these are just micro trades. If we tag lower into the gap, I'll just retry these, but just trying to really see if we can catch. And I'll try 2R on this as well. So risk $115 by risking $57.50. Current fill was 30,319.25 was my current fill. So that's exactly right at the limit there. Targeting a 2R. Just gonna see because I definitely could see this market just running away from us and removing that SMT. It's gonna go chase that SMT. So entry for me, production lied at about 340, about 346 flat, basically 346. And if this becomes an invalidation, guys, I mean, I've literally this is $60 of risk on the trade, $57.50, and that fill is 319.25, which on MNQ is the proper 60 there. So. We'll see. Because if it wants to tag deeper into this 1 minute gap, then I'm fine with that as well. Like that's not going to be a huge concern of mine. Um, formed a new, yeah, no, a new 30 minute here. We'll see. Very well could just see this validate itself and want to just continue this trend higher. You can remove that S&P and get back above the 341s. We'll see this head higher. It's like market's playing with me right now. It's barely giving me these retracements into these gaps. These EQs are far away, so I wouldn't be surprised if this invalidates and we then see a 3 minute continuation. It's a little aggravating, I can't lie. It's, slightly aggravating here, but so be it. Luckily, it's 50 side. I mean, like, there's no risk on these trades, so it's fine, but it's just like, bruh. Like, of course, it tags this gap by a tick and then confirms a continuation. And then now it's likely to gonna if it doesn't confirm this higher, we're gonna just consolidate. It's just gonna play with my emotions. Lost a trade, but got a croissant from the missus. Worth it, bro. Always worth it, dog. So worth it. That's wifey material right there. Yeah, guys, let me show you this. Hold up. Let me show you guys this while we're in this trade, right? Whether we get invalidated or not, we'll see. But peep this, guys. Missus whip me up. Croissant with some strawberries, but clotted cream and strawberry jam in that John, dude. Also, we're about to get tagged on this, and we're tagged out. All right. Fucking bullshit, dude. All right, well, I'm gonna retag continuations on this. I don't care what anybody. I'm retagging continuations. That's a non-negotiable. It's just like, of course that happens, right? Like I'm looking to go long of it, it gives me the continuation sequence after tagging in by a quarter tick, right? A bit sucky to be honest, but so be it. I want to see deeper retrace into this 3 minute gap now, and that's where I'm gonna look for longs. And that's literally it. There's not much else to it. Do you think we fill that opening gap? How long will we be in Europe until September 15th about? So I'll be here for quite some time. All right, 314, deeper retrace into that gap. By deeper retrace, like literally the smallest retrace of the century. All right, well now we have to see if that 3 minutes going to confirm. If not, that's just going to be over too. And realistically, both trades were pretty idiotic on my end. I need to like lock back in on the charts. And QNES, they have strength switch. Yeah, they do have strength switch here. But I want to see this. Yeah, this is an SMT and gap fill as well. So this would be nice. If we can hold this and head higher, this would be nice. I would throw on more size on a confirmation here because we've tagged that and formed an SMT with the S, ideally, right? I looked at it being a leading asset. Absolutely. Mostly during New York session, but yes, I too. When you come back from EU, will you stream London session? Yes, I will. I'll be streaming London session from time to time. Not every day, not super consistently, but yes, I will be. All right. Well, I want to see this 3 minute confirm us. Ideally, look for that S&T to hold. Use the protected layers that stop. Target a 1.5 on this micro trade, but I'll be happy with it if we confirm it though. All right, that's a secondary S&T, like a two of dual asset S&T here. Removing that S&T with ES now. Dual S&T removal here on ES. All right, it looks like we're just gonna have a shit London session, dude. They're not gonna give it to me. They don't want to see me win, chat. Lonely, I'm so lonely. Holy cow, man. All right, well, looking for a deeper retrace into that gap. So there's really nothing I can do here until we confirm a closure above. No closure above, no trade. Sucks we got tagged originally on that one because I mean it tagged that 3 minute gap by a quarter tick, but we're down 110 bucks off two trades, so it's fine. We'll try and short here a little scalp. Go buzzer. Gold standing lower here as well. Crew just flying higher on that 3 minute now too. Strength switch with RB as well. That's a mover. Yeah, Adam, I will be streaming it though. Correct. I think we're just gonna get a London session here, guys. Holy cow. You trade CL the same as MNQ. I trade all assets the same. New phase of price. We started consolidation. Yeah, a little bit here, micro consolidation. It's also mostly just trying to fill out. We have a lot of unfilled liquidity at these 3 minute gaps, so it's likely that we're just filling these 3 minute gaps. We just tagged the encroachment of the MNQ 3 minute gap as well and NQ here. So really just going to be a matter of waiting and seeing what happens now, right? Wow. Guys, there's really nothing for me this session, man. 303 short valid on NQ. The 303 short, 100%. 303 short was super valid on NQ. 1,000%. The 303 was super valid. 100%. Just want to see if we can get some type of confirmation higher here, man. Jeez Louise. It's the waiting game, guys. London session's been the patience checker for everybody here. Why don't we just wait? But now I'm not happy because we're about to use it's about to be the 4 a.m. open, which is going to invalidate. It's a new 15-minute open, new 30-minute open. So likely just no trades for me here. That's it. That's going to invalidate it entirely for me. The 4 minutes, even if we confirm this, it's going to be a new open. Whoops. We really just have to wait here. So for 4M now, I'll move like 9:30. Yeah, 4M will likely move a lot more aggressive, correct? Nice thing is it's tagging into it's at least making its way into the EQ, right? Like we're relatively close to the EQ, so continuation here off that PD would be much higher probability than what we were trading beforehand. Because look, EQ within that previous 30-minute rests here, which means that if we reject off that, we could get a really nice sequence higher. Probably should have waited for the 303 at front round macro 249. You and Bear are my favorite dogs. Keep it up. AJLM. Much love, brother. You're my favorite dog. Wow. Shit, shit, session, shit, shit, shit. All right. 8:58 open here. I want to see 4 a.m. Rocketeer higher because we've already pulled a decent amount where that'll create a decent, I mean, it won't really form a wick, but at least it will have already tagged into the EQ. I'd be more comfortable with this setup here for sure. I don't want to see a wick though, like that. EQ of the 30 minute or of the 30 minute, EQ of the 30 minutes, what I'm looking at right now. But I don't like this wick format. Like, look at this. This is so shit. What is this PA, man? I don't think there's gonna be involvement for me this session. Any longer involvement unless we see some aggressive buy side step in or something. Because right now it's like I'm just playing with probability. All right, 1 minute till the 4 a.m. open. Yeah, luckily risk is really limited on these trades right now though. But I could see the 4M just popping higher. We tagged off the hourly gap, so looking for shorts off this hourly gap is a really bad idea. Hence why I'm more keen on trying to scout for longs here. Yeah, looking for shorts after we rejected off of an hourly gap and formed a strength switch SMT is a death sentence. Probably nothing will happen after this. It does, I'll try one. Yeah, there it goes for. Look at this. Like, what the fuck is that about, eh? Jeez Louise, man. 4M opening up like it's the New York Open here. What is that about? Yeah, this is stupid. Okay, well, remove them. Tap the EQ, tap that 3 minute gap. Dude, this 4M open literally acted like TP. I was worried. Nice. There you go, Justin. That 4M open, like that's literally the New York Open volatility. What the fuck is that about? Jeez Louise, man. Can't make it up. Yeah, they're wow. Well, at least it's forming the wick into the EQ. It's now wick the EQ, so watch for the new 3 minute open. Give me some bullish closure and tag a confirmation higher. It'd be a decent manipulation of filling out a lot of those 3 minute gaps here. So liquidity's been picked up. So if we can see this price flip, potentially look for a continuation, eh? Cheapers nuts though, man. Thanks, guys. See you in New York. Yeah, see you in New York. S&T fill maybe the yes. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so many different potentials here of what could happen, man. It looks long now, but a little sus. Yeah, a little sus here. 'Cause, I mean, look at that open, right? Pretty buns. If we can see a 3 minute above this though, I wouldn't be opposed to longing that. So now we've just had a massive manipulation. So if we could see this kind of close with this bullish wick here, then see bullish sentiment pick up. Be a failed inversion on the 3 minute could tag a long signature off that. Lower probability, of course, because we're trading markets that are a little hectic here, but I do like this a little more. We look at this reaction. I like that a lot better. Will you stream New York? I'll be streaming New York here. All right, looks like we're gonna flip this bullish, maybe. This is these longs look so sus, dude. I'm in long, yeah. It's not. I mean, if it had flipped bullish, I would have, but I'd have to watch for confirmation. I do like that it's a failed inversion. I think there is more that's better here. Talk it, but I tell the truth. Talk it, but I tell the truth. When he said, I'm gonna watch for that confirmation. That's all I'm looking for, man. MNQ and NQ also have quite a bit of lack of correlation here. We're about to have a CL continuation form, though. Look at this. That's going to be a proper CL continuation form in there, folks. So why you don't want to take NQ yet, though. We didn't confirm any closure. That's just risky business. Look at this. NQ here is, yeah, this is just horrific. Yeah, guys, you won't catch me streaming London session often here. This is a cover stream. Yeah, no, not in this price action. This is so buns. Nas is going to give the confirmation here, where I would just use the stop low of this protected of this gap. Target 1.5. If that flips, like, doesn't even flip bearish, dude. Holy buns. Dude, this is ridiculously terrible. I actually have been despising trading London session recently, guys. Just being so honest here. It's been so horrific. There's not a lot of sauce to it right now, man. It's just it's just horrible. Yeah, major consolidation forming here. Likely just going to call this just a shorter session relatively soon here and just save my mental sanity because this is not the type of PA that I want to be involved with. All right. Enjoy your meal, huh? Yeah, exactly. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Why would you use the 1 minute breaker as confirmation? Because Aryan, we're outside of a candle one through candle four framework. We're significantly out of a candle one through candle four framework. Look at this. Holy cow. Well, um, not much for me here, guys. Can't lie. There's really nothing for me to trade here. I'm not interested in this at all. This is like garbage. Like I honestly I don't even want to stay on the stream. Take CL. Yeah. It's more tempting. CL is a little bit higher confidence for me, but regardless of that, like it's just I don't know, this session isn't one that I feel comfortable wanting to trade at all. Like there's really nothing for me here in this session. Like look, now NQ's gonna pick up, right? Look at this. How ridiculous is that? Now NQ picks up, right? Gives us some type of a confirmation. Now we're likely to see this head higher if this confirms in the three, right? So I think for me, I'll take NQ here and trade for an NQ higher. CL I could take too, but I'm just going to take NQ for higher prices because we are off the hourly gap. Much rather take that. I just don't like the way MNQ is reacting. I'm gonna grab, yeah, I'll grab two CL here. Cap filled on those as well at 15. Sweet. I'm just gonna keep my risk limited today. Yep, CL here and MNQ. MNQ watching for retrace into the OB, no OB, then when you say you're entering when 10 micros, is that spread out over multiple accounts or per account? Per account. Per account. Okay, CL here taking us out. There we go. Oh, CL, I'm targeting 1.5 R. Very limited risk on CL as well. M and Q as well. We'll see what happens here. Eh? Yeah, there we go. Out of drawdown on CL. No limit tag here on M and Q as well. So unfortunato, but we move on. Really not much for me here, guys. This is not my favorite shit. Look at NQ here. I'm tagged in on NQ though. 5 micros again. I want longs here, dude. SPA is so shit. So incredibly shit. It's gonna be an immediate 3 minute invalidation, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, of course. Mandatory, dude. Protected low, no longer protected. Yeah, this is not my session, guys. After these, by the way, I'm just hopping off. I don't care if it's a shorter session, guys. I'm conserving for New York. I have no reason. I literally it's a cover stream, and I just don't like trading London, especially recently. It's been so bad. Trading London has been so bad. It's like literally nails on a chalkboard. I'm gonna see that yeah, and I don't even care if NQ plays out here, great. I still don't really care. It's still gonna be end of session after that trade. CL's gonna be a slow mover. MNQ likely to be a slow mover. We'll see. I literally didn't trade the second half of last week, so hopping in on a Monday and getting a shit London session is just kind of buns. There goes CL slowly as well here. Literally just, I'm hoping the next 17 minutes we can see a decent expansion higher, but time will tell you, chat. Decent strength switch SMT though here. Naz is gonna do whatever it's gonna do. I'm just letting that trade play. All right, gonna be a stop out here on NQ as well. 110% gonna be a stop out here. It just framed a potential. It just actually framed a short signature here. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, guys. Help. SOS. SOS. Save my soul. Yeah. Crude very tricky. Yeah, crude is pretty tricky. I do think we still see higher on crude, but yeah. Just I don't know. I'm not a fan. I just am really I don't know why I'm especially this morning, I don't know what it is. I really can't stay on the charts much longer. Yeah, it's just like especially I just want to save my mental sanity for anything else other than this. Seriously. It's gonna invalidate that hopefully. CL as well is just entering a new phase of consolidation apparently after forming a beautiful continuation sequence here at the 403. So not much for me to say other than price just wants to consolidate now on higher prices. So CL SMT is the following. So for CL I use RB and HO1. These are my SMT pairs for CL. When he said he was so good. Baby, sorry, which were SMT for CL? The following here, RB and HO1. RB1 and HO1 here. All right, we'll see if NQ actually plays out here. Will that protected low stay protected? Because if this trade hits, we wipe out. We're gonna be up like 100 or so bucks on the day. We'll wipe out those losses, which would be nice. Or we'll be up about $70, which is crazy work, but it's copy traded, so. Yeah, I genuinely can't sit through this session anymore. You won't see me trading London for a bit here, guys. I'm sorry. It's so shit. And even if this plays out, I'm just still not happy with my performance this session or the session. So if NQ decides to play here and wins, great. I'm just still not happy about the session. Or Juno deals with this every day. Yeah, dude, I know. Don't know how he does it, man. I'm losing my fucking mind. Like, you think it's gonna get bought back up here, and then by the end of this 3 minute candle, it's gonna come back down to a sell side candle. Man, I don't fucking even know what CL is doing, man. Don't even get me start on CL. CL's also on some just funny business here, eh? Holy cow. Look, see? You think that it's gonna head in your direction here, and then immediately it just becomes a sell side candle. There's such a fight between buyers and sellers right now that I'm so uninterested in this market. I'm so uninterested in this market. At this point, just stop me out. I'll be happier. Then I'm just gonna hop off the session here. I know it's a short session, guys, but you just couldn't pay me. I don't care. You just could not pay me to sit through this, dude. Fuck no. Yeah. Oh, of course, I know, but it's like the for me, because of these losses now, I just know that this isn't a presentable market for me. So I have no reason to stick around and trade. Sticking around and trading is like it's gonna make me want to force myself into a trade that I'm not as confident with. So I don't want to get involved in a market where I just don't see it being fit for me, you know? Like it's just like I don't want to torture myself by sitting through consolidating price action. So if you want to learn something, Mary X, it's no presentable market, no trade, right? I do not want to trade anymore at all, actually. So we'll see what happens here. I might even just move my stop to break even, close this trade because we're consolidating. If I'm trading a continuation, I want to see price move more aggressively to one side. We're not seeing that at all. So no involvement for me. Hence why I'm likely to just call it wraps after this setup. And CL, I'm just gonna let CL. I'm gonna stay in this, see what happens. But also CL is in a new phase of price too. So it's like there's just nothing for me here. I mean, Dre's, it's funny because Juno just puts himself down on the schedule for London session, and every time I'm like, what is he doing, man? Like, poor guy has to sit through this. Oh, nice review of the Rivian at the weekend. Yeah, I'm happy you liked it. Yeah, I decided because I want to start like a blog or stuff where I just kind of write things that I like. So yeah, I also wrote an article on it as well. Because it's just like it's a car I've had. I wanted to input my honest takes on it because I do enjoy the vehicle. I just do think that there are a few different things that need a lot of improvement. So I decided to make a article on it, or at least a post on it. 8 London session, yeah. At least you won't. You won World Cup, am I right? Yeah, real, real. Oh my God. CL here's doing its business as well. Can we just dump? There's so much liquidity below until 30K. There's also a lot of liquidity up at the highs. You already tagged an hourly gap. We've already tagged an hourly gap. We all want different things, man. There goes CL. Or at least CL's playing out, eh? Formed a secondary continuation here. So I'm hoping CL decides to pop higher off this. That'd be nice. NQ would be cool if you followed for some reason. All right, well, CL will at least tag me out here. I do like the movement here on CL. NQ at a drawdown. CL pulling higher. This would be nice. If these can hit, I'll just end the session after that. And I'll be a happy camper, eh? No complaints. See, ideally, like you could look lower, but the thing is, we've already tagged an hourly gap on NQ, so it's kind of like you're playing against where a major hourly gap sits, which is kind of lower probability. There goes NQ at 319. Let's hope that new 3 minute doesn't just close bearish again. Oh, here we go. Gonna close bearish again. Right, it'd be nice if these both play out right now. So then I'll be up decent green on the day, and I'll be happy with that, man. Undermine process. Very nice, Peter. Very nice, Peter. Continuation signature on CL is exactly how I trade every stream. Formed a C2 and a precision swing point there. All I did was I just traded a retrace into a fair value gap, confirmed it with an order block closure, which was this closure here at the 403, put a limit order in, got filled, and traded this higher. That's it. Trade the continuation of a manipulation, and we had a strength switch SMT. So lots of probability that we would see. Long 24 minutes. Pray with me. Jesus, J. Lou. Jesus Christ, brother. And the 3 minutes getting bought back up by MNQ now too. Oh geez, dude. Oh jeepers. CL here getting closer. Yeah, guys, I can't lie. I think I'm gonna end the session here in like the next 5 minutes. I'll update on socials whether or not these trades hit, but I don't want to get involved. I don't want to sit through just an eval. Okay, got you. And Léo, my brother, what's up? Mon frère, what's up, Tarish? Comment ça va? Léo, mon frère, comment ça va? I cut my trades, this trash, yeah. Quadri, this sheet. This super sheet. Wow. Hmm. Production, I think I'm gonna close off the stream here, guys. I'm in CL still and I'm in NQ, but look at this price action, guys. I'd rather not fake myself and entertain you guys. I'm gonna save my mental sanity because I've got to stream New York Cam session with you guys. So I don't care that I'm live in a trade right now. If you guys are mad at me, sorry about it, but I'm hopping off the session, man. I got no reason to stay in here. It's just driving me mentally insane. I'm literally watching Wix form with no movement. I got no reason to get involved. So I'm hopping off the segment here, guys, and I will see you during New York Cam session for some better price action, hopefully, even though it is Monday, so you have to be aware of that. But I'll see you all soon. Much love, everybody. And thank you all so much for tuning in as per usual. And I will see you all for New York Cam session today. Later, later, everybody. Bye now.